So I want to read something. Let me read this really quickly. It's a comment that I got on a video that I did earlier, and I want to read it. The comment says, and this is what we're going to use to start the show off. It says, I will say this now. On the video that they commented, this, and then my girl Sid got something to say, appreciated the comment right under it because they replied to it. The comment said this. It was from a man, and the man says this, right? He says, I will say this. She might be right. We often criticize black women because it was a video of a woman that was asking why she's not married, right? She was basically saying she was running down her accolades, and she was basically highlighting that she, to a larger extent, she was 31 years old. She didn't have any kids. I guess she was ambitious. She exhibited a level of masculinity. She had a tattoo on her neck right here. And she had a whole sleeve of tattoos or whatever. And she was saying that she wanted a partner and all of this stuff. And so she was talking about how great her credit score was and why she not married and all of this, right? And so I met her with love and I gave my little comments. But this is what a guy had to say under it. He said, I will say this. She might be right. We often criticize black women for not approaching good men. But black men also don't appreciate good women. My girl now is 32, no kids, educated with her degree, and going back to earn another degree, really down to earth, but she has told me a lot of brothers she has dated has actually asked her to dress less conservative and show more skin. Or they tell her she dresses like a white woman because she dresses modestly. I feel like black men doing our good sisters dirty or wrong is a conversation needing to be had also. So, considering what he said, right? Considering what he said, we gonna split this up a little bit, all right? Shout out to my girl Ari. I'm gonna read that super chat very shortly, baby. I'm definitely gonna read that super chat. So we're gonna split this live stream up a little bit, right? Because you know me, I speak from my heart. I talk off the cuff. And so we need to have a conversation in truth. I don't mind having a conversation in truth. He's saying that we do black women a disservice to a larger extent. And then he used his own girl as an example. And on the flip side, I have a completely different narrative that we need to have a conversation about, all right? Let me read this super chat from Ari. Ari says, and shout out to Ari. I got to give you the round of applause. Ari says, you always say invest in yourself. I am officially a bag chaser. Shout out to Ari. She said, I'm officially a chaser and I'm ready to schedule that call. Email already sent. I did get your email today. Keep speaking life into these people. You've helped me now. Let me help you. God bless. Love you always. Thank you for the wisdom. And Ari is so sweet. Shout out to my Texas girls. There's something about them Texas girls, not the Houston ones, but them other Texas girls that's a little bit more special. Shout out to Ari. I love you. Thank you for supporting the platform. You are absolutely awesome. And I've been watching you and recognizing you and seeing what your growth has been like. And congratulations for becoming a bag chaser. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. All right. So let's have a conversation in truth. Shout out to everybody that's here. We're going to have a conversation in truth, and we're definitely going to get to the root cause of things, and then I'm going to open up the lines for you guys to be able to call in. So, question on the table is, do our black women a disservice? Do they actually deserve more credit? Let's think about that for a minute before we deep dive. Let's think about it. Do black women, most of them, deserve more credit based off of what it is that I just read to y'all from the brother that left a comment on my video? I want to get a general idea of what y'all saying inside of the chat. Do we usually do our black women to a larger extent a disservice? And do we as men not really appreciate the value of these women that we encounter on a day-to-day basis? Sorry, I don't got no glasses yet. I got liquor, no glasses. I'm still waiting on those. Actually, I think I'm a shot for those. I'm going to get those in person. Marquis says black men have become more conservative. Black women have become more liberal. Yes and no, says Sam the God. Sonny D says yes. Carlos Thomas says hell no. No, not the Houston one, says Freight Train. Shane. Black chicks love tacos. Few black women that are cool, but the ratchet ones, I believe they deserve. They don't. They don't to themselves. It's 50-50. Note most black women fit the stereotype. Unfortunately, that young lady has been dating women only for 10 years. No, I mean we don't. Man, I see that lady in the pit. Get blind leading the blind. Majority of black women that get overlooked are the good women. Really? You think so, Messi? Messi, you think that the majority of the black women that get overlooked are the good black women? Now, I have a theory, okay? I have a theory, and my theory is I don't think that y'all really want to be picked. I believe that the majority of black women don't really want to be in a relationship. You guys create expectations that's so outsized that it literally is like you building this man that's beyond perfect. Y'all don't even build the perfect man anymore. I believe that y'all build a man that's so beyond perfection that it's almost like you create this narrative, and it's not you specifically, but women in general, they create this narrative that there aren't any good men, but their definition of what a good man is really, it's Samson, it's Hercules, it's Jesus, it's Paul, it's LeBron James and Jay-Z all mixed into one, and only the good traits and throw away the bad traits from each one of them. And it's almost like, what do y'all expect? What do y'all want us to do? Money ain't enough. He got to make $250,000 a year. Got to be super educated to meet your expectations. He got to be walking around with a doctorate degree. If he ain't got a beard, then he got to have a head full of hair. If he got a head full of hair, then he ain't got a big enough mustache. He don't talk hood enough, but then he don't talk proper enough to be able to get y'all in the room. And it's like, I don't know what y'all want. I don't know if y'all watch too many movies. I don't know if y'all follow too many of the wrong dudes on Instagram. It's almost like you guys don't really even know what you want, but then you disqualify the men that actually would be best for y'all. I would also say that I believe that the guy that's best for y'all don't really want. That's why they used to have fathers and the parents select for the daughter, because the daughter didn't know what was best for her, but she didn't realize what was best for her until later on in life. So even when sometimes the parents would pick the best person for the daughter, they still wouldn't appreciate the man that they was with, even if it was an arranged marriage. Shout out to Devin Braxton. I'm going to be reading the super chat shortly. They still wouldn't pick the best man for him, even if they was married, and they wouldn't appreciate it until later on in life. So then at some point you was given over to your own desires and your affections that God gave you what you want. They gave you yourself. So now you basically have to marry yourself, but that wasn't even enough. So now feminism led y'all down a pathway to where you then started creating son husbands. The son husbands turned into simps. The cycle continued to permeate. And now what we see happening in society is you guys have what you created, but you don't like it because it doesn't suit what's best for you.